Hi, welcome back to my channel. So tonight's video is a little bit of a mixed bag. I'm going to show you basically the meal prepping that I did on the run up to our Halloween party, and also some of the decorations and how we set up for our party and the trick-or-treating element as well. I wasn't really going to put it together because I did a little bit of cooking and a little bit of the Halloween decor, but I will link the videos down below that I've done previously on Halloween DIYs and the Halloween house tour as well if you want a bit more info. But I will show you our little setup, and I really spent a minimal amount of time preparing for the party because, to be honest, my husband was working till 9 or 10 most evenings and it was half term, so you still have to go ahead and enjoy yourself and go ahead with these things and just make shortcuts where you can. So hopefully you still enjoy it. So first I've made a quick barbecue marinade that I'm going to brush onto each of the ribs, and I've made a video on this sauce before, so I'll try to find it and link it down below. But I've simply just separated each rib from the rack, removing any of the main visible fat in between, and I'm just going to cover with foil and pop this in the oven for about 5 to 6 hours, cooking it low. So sticking with the meat theme, I've got 5 steaks here and I've cut them into slices and simply seasoned them with salt, pepper and some steak mix as well. This just means it's ready in the fridge when I get round to cooking it. And for the next, I'm making the basis of 2 dishes. So I'm frying off some garlic, salt, pepper and frozen onions for handiness. So we're going to make a meatloaf and also some beef meatballs as well. So it totally makes sense to do these two at the same time because they use a lot of the same ingredients. So we've got our onions and garlic and our beef mince along with our thyme and seasoning and an egg wash. And you've just got to get those sleeves rolled up and get it in there and mixing. For the meatloaf, I'm adding in Worcestershire sauce, some whole grain mustard and a little bit of an onion chutney as well. This dish isn't for a party, it's actually for one that I'm taking to, so I'm just giving it a good mix through, and this will be sitting in the fridge for a day. With the sausage mix, I do like to cook it off beforehand, and I just find it's best to do it this way. It is going to be covered in puff pastry, so I like to make sure it's cooked through, and also you can drain away all that excess fat before you add in your breadcrumb mix. With the meatballs, I'd formed them in just to small circles and I'm browning them off on each side. So the remainder of the cooking will be done in the sauce when I get round to cooking this meal later in the week. So for the basis of the sauce there, I've got some onions, garlic, a tin of tomatoes, a little bit of passata, and we've got thyme and oregano with some muscovado sugar. And I've just cooked that away for about 30 minutes, and I'm using 3/4 for the meatballs. Like I said, this is a dish for later in the week, or I'll even pop it in the freezer if we don't need to use it, and 1/4's getting kept for pizza topping sauce as well. So while I'm making one, I may as well make more. And so that is me prepped in about 40 minutes. We've got our ribs, our sliced steak, we've got meatballs, pizza sauce topping and our sausage roll mix as well. So it's just really good to do it this way. You get rid of all the dishes at the same time and get some counter space back. So like I said, we're keeping things really easy for the party. So I've got these spooky Halloween molds and some jelly. We've got lime and strawberry, and I'm going to make this just as pack instructions and use little googly eyes to make it a little bit more effective. So I've done the mix, and these are going to sit in the fridge and chill. So a really easy dessert that I make for parties is this banoffee pie. So we've got some butter and digestive biscuits, and I need to get them all crushed down. So Lola is going old school here with a spoon and a Ziploc bag. So once they're crushed down, I mix them with the melted butter, making sure it's well combined before pressing it into the bottom of a cake tin, and this is buttered as well. Need to pop this into the fridge for just under an hour until it's completely chilled and set, and then I add a can of creme de laiche caramel, which I absolutely love and need to stop myself from licking the spoon. But this will set and chill in the fridge, and when I'm ready to serve, I'll add fresh cream and fruit. And a final little one, which is so easy, is equal quantities of mallows, butter and Mars bars, and all you do is add them all chopped together into a saucepan, and on a very low heat just let them melt together. This is actually my husband's one. He makes it every Christmas Eve for the kids, but I'm following his very tricky instructions, and I've popped them in a tin and added some spooky Halloween topping. So this is the actual setup for our party party night, and I've just removed all the chairs away from the table and put them in a mix in the front room and then downstairs to the left in the playroom. And this just means everyone can get to the table and help themselves. So a lot of the decor here is just bits and pieces that I decorated throughout the house, and then I've made them into a bit more of a tablescape, and equally it's quite practical and functional. So I've got my main serving platters there as well, and I do tend to pick up one or two good bits that I really like every year, opposed to lots of little bits that I'm going to throw away. So I can just put loads of dishes down here, and in the corner I've just added some little Halloween bits. This has stayed like this most of the week anyway. So once the party time happens, I'm not very good at picking up the camera, but I've got my table here with the salad. I've made some chili cube potatoes with sauteed peppers and onions. We've got all our little salad bits, couscous, pesto pasta. I made a good batch of pancetta and cheese quesadillas, and these will go alongside the 4 24-inch pizzas I ordered. And then we've got honey cocktail sausages, phyllo parcels and spring rolls. In these little saucepans I've got a mix of peppers, olives, some sunblush tomatoes, mozzarella cheese. That's one of the pizzas with the dough balls there. The kids are eating in the front room currently, loads and loads of pizza, and olives, feta cheese, and on the boards just some dry cured meats so that people can help themselves to them, and then some satay skewers, and again some more little party food bits with dips. It's fine, there's enough for everyone to help themselves to, and plenty of room for later as well. So once I've done a bit of a tidy up, I've got the table sorted with some of those freaky crispy buns. Not very Halloweeny at all, but they are delicious. And then with my banoffee pie, I just took it out of the fridge and topped it with banana and strawberry, and I've got separate cream on the other table if people want. And again, that jelly, you know how long that took literally minutes, but with the spooky eyes it just looks a bit more themed and like a bit more effort was taken place. And then I just tend to find that the kids go for ice cream and jelly, so I've set up a bit of an ice cream station. So we've got some fresh cream if you want banoffee pie, and then I've got vanilla ice cream, mint choc ice cream, and then I find the kids just love to have some little toppings. So I've got strawberries, marshmallows, sweeties, crushed Oreos and jelly beans, and again some other little bits, cupcakes and some freaky Colin caterpillars. And yeah, I've really just come to the conclusion that all kids want is jelly and ice cream, so I'm not going to go over the top with desserts anymore. And then on our actual Halloween night for the trick-or-treaters, I set up this table again, and we tend to find that there's quite a lot of kids in the neighbourhood, and also we are knocking on the door of people's homes with 5 kids ourselves, so I do like to have quite a few things in. So this skeleton comes in from the front room, he usually sits there, and I've added this blood sugar candy thing around his neck. I've had it for about 3 years, so thankfully no one has taken it yet. In this bucket I've got lots of little chocolate and lollies for people to take away, the same with the chocolate pop and candy, and then some marshmallows and jelly spiders and things. This is more kind of for the decor, to be honest, and the kind of thing that I don't like my own kids to eat. And then I always like to make sure that I've got a little drink station set up as well. So we've got straws, paper cups, and in this dispenser I'll add some lemonade and also have like fruit juices on hand. And because it gets a little bit messy as well, I've got loads of napkins and paper plates. But definitely the thing that the kids absolutely love the most is our chocolate fountain. So I've got it on pause at the minute, but I'll be setting it up again, and I find the kids actually go for the banana and the strawberries and the pineapple the most. But I've also got some spooky marshmallows, the mini donuts, and in the muffin cases here I've got a mix of pretzels and also popcorn. And I always have lots of these little picks and some of the cupcake holders on hand as well, because it's just really handy for the kids and they can take them away as well. But I love having these because it actually gets trick-or-treaters into the house and you can have a little chat with them as well. So we really enjoyed Halloween. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and thank you very much for watching.